Hi guys, so today this is going to be a super easy brow tutorial that I use using some pomade. So if you want to, you can see my brows, stay tuned on how I got my brows to look like this. Just continue watching. Have a good one. Okay, so I'm going to just start off by showing you everything that I'm going to use, so to make it easier, so when I'm going through and talking about it, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about, instead of showing you as I go, because I feel like sometimes I'll forget to do that. So for today, since I want it to be affordable, I'm going to use the NYX Brow Gel. Can you see? Come on. This, and I have the color Espresso. I am going to be using my palette from Crayon Case for my concealer. I'm going to use this shade. I am going to be using a beauty blender. Hopefully you know what that is, so I don't have to show you that. I'm going to be using my Ready Set Brow. Afterwards, can you? It's not focus. Focus. There you go. An angled brush right here to do my concealer. And this is what I'll be to put on the pomade. And then I have the little spoolie thing. So let's see, I'm gonna need a mirror too. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. As I go. I'm going to put a little bit of the brow pomade. I'm trying to think, where could I put it on? You know what I normally use? Just gonna stick to what we know. I normally use a little sticky note. Okay. So let's get started. I'm gonna come a little closer. And I put about a dot worth. You see? Not a lot, just a little bit. You can go ahead and brush your brows. Brush them. Now clearly my brows aren't freshly done, but this is gonna work. And then I just dip the angled brush. I have two of them. One I use to put my brows on, and the other one I use to clean it up. So I just dip it into the pomade. And then I literally just go underneath first. Under. And you're basically just tracing the shape. So just going to be tracing the shape, going underneath. And then you create the tail however you're going to create it. And then I try to go into the top. You know what? I'm going to change and use this brush instead. Still the same. It's still an angled brush. Focus. But I think it'll work a little bit better, because I need to wash the other brush and sometimes I have too much product. So just go in and just fill in the top part as well. Is it focusing? Okay. So then you're just gonna fill it in. On the top. You see? And it's just up to you how you like your brows to look. Some people like their brows to be super thick. Some do not. Some like them to be thin. I mean, it's really all up to you, and I do always try to follow the arch that I already have. So I think I'm just gonna add a little bit more, girl, because I can't really see nothing. Okay, there, now I can see it a little bit better. And if you like your eyebrows to be darker, then get a darker color. Because of my skin tone, and I typically don't have like dark hair, I try not to go too dark. And I used to before, and I don't think it looked right, so now I kind of do the brownish look. So you can tell it is filled in. Now I'm gonna go through and shape them up, because that's what makes the difference. So I'm just gonna bring out my palette. This is the Crayon Case. I think it is the darker shade palette. I also have Sephora concealer that I use sometimes as well. Which, you know what? I'm gonna use my Sephora concealer just for the simple fact of that's typically what I always use, and I want to stick to what I know. So this is the Sephora one I have, and it's just the concealer. You can't, hold on, let me put my hand up so you can see. Focus. Sephora. And this color is 14. And this is my NYX palette. And see, I hit the pan on this one. I used it all. So I just literally go back in and just squirt out some of the Sephora concealer whenever I need it into this pan. And I always go underneath first. So go under, and it's also up to you if you like your brows to be like heavenly, stand out, like a whole different shade. You just go up a shade. Me, I like mine to, when I line it, I want it to look as natural as possible, so I always use my concealer cover. So you see, you can't even almost tell I put it on, but I did. And I just go underneath. If you do not have an arch, you can try to kind of create one. Go all the way out to the side. And then go back to the top. And go over. Use the same brush. Go over the top. And just come all the way back down and make it pointy. And then if you feel like your brow is a little too thick, or, well, if it's too thick, you can make it thinner. If it's too thin, all you gotta do is go back in with your pomade and add more. It's pretty much easy. So then I kind of, as I'm doing it, I kind of blend it out as well. Just go through, brush it. Come on back over. Come over a little bit to the front. It also depends on how much, you know, spacing. It's up to you how you like to do your brows, but this is kind of like a short tutorial to show you how to start it off, because of course we all don't have the same brow shape, eye shape, all of those things. So just to kind of start you off, this is like the best method to use, and also cheap. So after I put on the concealer, I typically use this same brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. I'm going to also go through with this. This is a Real Technique brush, and blend it out. Look, I got a little bit of hair in the front, but once I put on my foundation, you won't be able to see that little bit of hair. And yeah, now you see the difference, which I like to do mine as almost natural as possible, but I do want to fill it in with something. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I'm going to finish my other one off camera, but this way you literally do the opposite eye the same exact way. It's literally the same motions. And then just kind of blend it out a little bit more. And that's it. And now you're starting off with the basics. You're starting off with your brows. Once you get your brows together, the whole look comes together. That's why I do my brows first. Not all people do. But once them brows are together, everything will be together. So alright guys, comment down below if you have any questions, or if you want me to do a different tutorial. I do also use the pomade a lot. So I don't really do pencil, but if somebody asks me to do a pencil one, then I will. But just let me know. Comment, subscribe, like, share it with everybody, because I don't have Facebook, so make sure you share it on Facebook. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.